All right, welcome back to the latest edition of Citizens United with John and Noel. Hey,
Hey
Noel.
guys.
Hey, everybody. Gail's here, Jerry's here, Robin's here.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Let's see. Let's talk about something real fast on a positive note.
Yeah.
It's Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Yep.
And on what day is it? This Saturday. Wow, it's this Saturday, the day before Easter.
Yep.
Is the day already. Creeped up on us.
He went pretty fast.
At 10 o'clock, the falls will be illuminated teal for 15 minutes. If you can't make it, I will definitely share that link where you get a beautiful picture of it so you can watch it yourself. It is tough. I understand it's late at night.
Yeah.
I get it. Me too, because it's going to be difficult. 10 o'clock. I'm curious how they do that with Goat Island. I don't know what they do there because I thought it was closed. I don't even know. But anyways, there you go. And we're happy, very happy and proud that it happened. I want to give one real thing out. I was thinking every show in this month, I'm going to put one stat.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is my stat for the day. It is for every 1,000 sexual assaults reported, 975 perpetrators will walk free.
Yep.
310 is the top line. 310 reported to police. 50 reports lead to arrest. Only 50. 28 cases will lead to a felony conviction, and 25 perpetrators will be incarcerated.
When they wonder why people don't want to come forward.
Out of 1,000.
Yeah.
So this is a good month to try to remember, I guess, the stats.
You know who should really remember those stats? The Niagara Reporter. I remember they tried using that before. Right, saying they were trying to say, this percentage of rapes are false accusations.
Right.
They should really, since there's so many stats, the Niagara Reporter should write about that.
Don't forget about our stars, everybody,
Yes,
and
please.
Thank you for the stars you've been
Yeah,
sending.
thank you,
Even
guys,
during
so
the D'Angelo sex crime hearings.
Yeah.
People were sending them. Thank you. You send
Thank you guys so much.
99 cents, gives us 100 stars. And that's great. And appreciate it. And it goes right back into our shows, try to get better technology. And what we're going to do here soon.
Yeah.
Coming to Niagara County soon.
Wait. Guys, thank you so much. I want to say too, thank you to everybody who came that day at the courthouse. Like that meant a lot. I'm sorry your time was wasted because that was a bunch of bullshit. But thank you to everybody who showed up. That meant a lot. Scott, I loved your shirt. That was my favorite part. That was my favorite part of the day. Was your shirt.
Great shirt, Scott.
All right. Yeah. So everyone's here. Thank you for joining us again. It's kind of a weird one because that day, it's a shitty day. Remember how rainy and cold? Oh my God. We started out with I don't think you guys, but on the Monday before, all knew it wasn't going to happen. I was stupidly thought it was. So I might have been a little more positive.
I had hope that something was going to happen. I really did. I actually thought something would happen because they were supposed to, and they had every reason to do something. I really thought they were going to do something because that's what they made it out to be like they were going to do. I didn't expect that. I was pissed off. I should have not expected it. I really shouldn't have, but again, it's Nick D'Angelo. He gets away with everything. So,
Robin?
I expected they were at least going to ask for it, and that some bullshit reason was going to have to be made up.
Well, here you go. We got it right here. They decided against pursuing the bail motion, spokesperson Kate Monroe said, and we cannot comment further while the case is pending prosecution. D'Angelo remains free on his own recognizance, and that is after committing another crime, which went straight at the rape case.
They should have to comment on it. They should have to tell people.
We still don't know what the motions are.
No. Yeah. One thing I did hear, and I don't know if you guys heard it about the motions, it was something about if they could use stuff from the past.
Right.
We heard that one.
Right. Yeah.
That's interesting too, but that must mean from the school.
Yeah.
2009 situation.
Thank you.
Philomena,
thank you so much for that.
A really good friend of mine, an awesome guy, Jerry Cavello, is watching tonight. Hi, Jerry. Thank you so much for getting on with us.
Kim, I think
thank you very much.
You're right, Kim. I would love it if the other ones were to show up, but they're being told not to. They're being told not to do this stuff, and they're listening, and unfortunately, it's not doing them any good.
And sadly, we know what happened in the Belter case.
Mm-hmm.
We know exactly what happened.
They're trying to listen, and I wish they would kind of see that it's not going to help.
Yeah,
listening.
Right, it's not helping.
It's not helping. They really should stand up and say something. I understand they're trying to listen, but by listening to them, it's not helping at all. And it's going to end up like the Belter case. They're going to definitely probably regret not saying something.
Yeah, let me see. Yes, Robin, you're busy right now. Dominic says, no, something my law should have. damn it, I can't
They
see.
say, no, something, my law should have happened.
By law, it should have happened under the
Under
law.
law.
The DA needs to be recused because if they bring the election law into play, she can be called as a witness or even her husband in that manner. Somebody also said that if he does get convicted, he can also get a mistrial because of her.
Yeah.
And he did that. So that's the thing about it. Like nothing real was real there. It was him tampering, and they let it go.
Yeah.
That's fine with it. He can That's insane that he can tamper and get what he wants. I don't get it. Then we're in deep trouble, guys. I think you all know that. We all around town, we're in deep trouble. This is a mess. This system that whatever we believed in a long time ago is garbage, because you should never be able to tamper with the
DA,
and be okay, and everything
He's
is
already
fine.
tampered with the victims, tampered with witnesses, tampered with evidence, tampered with the DA, and he is just getting away. What pissed me off, I think the most, is that he was surrounded by 4 police officers. He had so much protection that day. Where's the protection for the victims?
Right.
Where the fuck is the protection for the victims? He has and then he didn't even have to sit in the courtroom the whole entire time like a defendant's supposed to.
Right.
He got to be privileged and sit in a different place. He has to be protected once again. So
I don't know who I was pissed off more. We know what he is. The Lynn Rita, the guy with. I think I was more angry with her.
That was a purposefully done.
Yeah.
In my mind, you purposefully not asked.
He walked all over. I mean, I don't even know why she's there. What is she there
she
for?
so far has let him slide with everything. I mean, even with me, like
your own husband.
even went after her for talking she wasn't even giving me information, but he tried making it out to be like she was giving me information, so I can't even talk to the DA. Like he even set that up to make it seem like she was giving out information, trying to make her look bad from the beginning, and she had to listen to them and back off. Like she's been pushed around and just told what to do, and she hasn't even tried to.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I had my own thing with her. I saw her in firsthand, my own eyes. I was in a room with one person, her and me, and she's not really interested in my mind. Not interested in this.
Obviously, it's pretty out now. It's right out there. I mean, she doesn't even. She could have turned around and went like this and showed some disgust.
She could have
without even talking to us. She could have thrown up her hands like I don't know what to do. Something.
Because she knows she did it. They did it on purpose.
She did. She's
something.
There was a deal made. We weren't privileged to. We still aren't privileged to it, and the judge still hasn't finished making her decision on whatever it was that they went back there and talked about.
Right. We'll know by May 8th, I guess. Jury selection starts, though. That's all that.
Well, the judge said that she was gonna have the decisions on everything except for the one.
We don't know what anything is.
Right.
And what's the one? You know.
That was bullshit too, because we were even told by an officer there, and I was also told by a lawyer that everything that was said in the back room should have been said in front of the public. The public had a right to know afterwards what was going on. After that, they were supposed to come out in the room and they were supposed to discuss what they discussed in the back room that the public had a right to know, and they kept that from the public.
But how they got around that was because they took the stenographer in the back. She took all the notes. It was already discussed, put on record for her typing it in. So when they came back, they didn't say anything because it was already, in the notes.
Yeah.
Dominic said the judge needs to reread the law school book. I'm emailing that Mark Tinsley from the Murdaugh Kit trial to see if he can get on to talk about the victims in law. That'd be great. I really would love to get a lawyer from somewhere.
Yeah, I would say
anywhere in the country. It doesn't have to be from here. Actually, preferably not, because the people here.
Even a retired lawyer, that would be.
Because the lawyers here won't say a word.
No.
Not one word, and you know what? That's bullshit. They should talk.
Yeah.
What's the difference? But they won't say a word. They're just what they are.
those are our colleagues.
They can rally all they want. Yeah. But I want a lawyer. Someone, please. I put it out on everywhere. I could. Someone's going to step forward. Someone who's usually on, maybe does podcasts. Because there's questions I want to ask. Not even just there's general questions.
Yeah.
I'd like to know.
And don't worry about it. About not being there. It would have been a waste of your time to be there. It really would have been a waste of your time to go there.
But if what had occurred there, if everyone could see that now, maybe it wasn't a waste of time at all. Maybe it's showing people just how bad this really is.
Yeah.
maybe get more people to pay attention.
Well, I'm hoping. We had over 4,000 people view our 2 little short films. We did a 29-minute one, and then that's where we were kind of hopeful. Is that if you look on there, you'll see it's before the D'Angelo sex crimes hearings. That's us. There we are. Then it's the after. Now the after was emotional and angry, and I shut it down after. I wish I wouldn't have, but I did. At the 8-minute mark, I cut it because it was like everyone was getting upset, and the last thing I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't think I want everyone to see that.
Yeah, but you could share. You could share it right now too if you want.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And anyways, I missed D'Angelo.
Oh,
I wish I
know.
got the video.
And my brother Johnny.
I think because we didn't expect it. We didn't expect something. When it came out, we were all just like
Yeah, there's no,
focused on him.
yeah, it's just really.
What pissed me off too was that one of the police officers surrounding D'Angelo, protecting him, she was a woman. She pissed me off. And I hope she's watching. I hope she sees this. You're a disgusting person. You shouldn't have a badge. What she said, and she said it to my dad. My dad didn't hear her say this. But she said about Nick D'Angelo, well, he's always been respectful in the courts when I've seen him. When I've been around him, he's always been respectful to me.
Wow.
Well, what do you think, you dumbass? You think he's going to commit crimes in front of you?
Yeah.
Like, you stupid idiot.
He might as well.
Yeah.
He kind of did. I still can't get over it. And people in the comments can see if they can understand. It blows my mind what he did on his second arrest and what he was attempting to do. And he did it and got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fine. It did not matter. It meant nothing to the sex crime case, what he did there to go after the DA. It's nuts.
Yeah.
I can't understand.
And the best part is, too, he's been tampering with things and doing stuff like this since the beginning. I mean, he was originally, when he first got charged with the 12 counts of rape, he was also in trouble for tampering with evidence, witnesses, and obstruction. Then he tampered with the CPS part of it. With the minor. He was trying to pull strings with the minor, trying to get, went to a supervisor, trying to get information on the minor. So the judge had to say something to him then. Now, once again, it's the prosecutor he's tampering with and doing stuff too.
But
and he's just allowed.
Didn't he tamper with the minor even before?
Even before that, yeah. That's why he got in trouble for tampering with evidence, witnesses, and obstruction. He was caught trying to tell the minor what to say if she's ever questioned by the police, what to say or what to do. Make her lie about how she knew him.
Watching it all unfold live could be the most maddening thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care. We're in
watching, looking at him in person. I could have killed him.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were funny.
I thought I was going to too.
But I mean, like you guys were. I was outside for the whole time. You guys were in the courtroom for an hour and a half or so, whatever it was, for nothing.
But how routinely? I'm looking for the right word. I don't have it. How routinely the judge ended the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, all right. It's over for whatever, and that was it. Like here's all these people sitting there just waiting to hear something about what his last arrest.
You want to know what?
There was nothing like that.
Sickening too is that the judge had to actually renew the victim's order of protection.
Yes.
That's how long this case has been going for. That she had to renew the order of protection against the victim. That's how long this has been dragged out.
That's a real good point.
And you know what? Why haven't they given you one yet?
Right, exactly. Where the fuck is my protection?
Yeah.
Where is my protection when I've already had threats against me? I've already had threats against my life and everything. And they said that they were concerned for my safety. Where the hell is my protection?
And they're the ones dragging their feet. Yep. It's not you. You're not saying like, oh, well, let me wait. No, you're ready to go. It's them that's saying wait and hold off. So they should be protecting you every bit as much as the people that got the restraining order.
Yeah. And the Bill, I know we sat there. We were sitting there. We thought we were ready to roll, and then that big fat guy come out, the other rapist. He came out the door. What else do we got here?
Jennifer Marie Lemoyne.
I don't know what's happening. Okay, I cannot. It's a lot to read.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to read
what
Jennifer,
I to read it.
You can, because I can't because I can't see.
Okay, from Jennifer it says, "Hello everyone. My disabled mom's personal space was inappropriately violated when she was touched by our current mayor, Robert Rustino, on Inauguration Day, January hold it, just January 1st, 2020. My son and I personally witnessed such, as well as many members of our community. I have spoken out on such on multiple occasions. My mom is also a big supporter of John Rustino running for mayor in the
God
future.
help us. Well,
He would be 1,000 times better, no doubt about it.
I wouldn't have any politics behind me, that's for sure. I
Yeah.
hate them all. So that's what I want to do so bad. Speaking of, speaking of that real quick, and we were talking about it. The next time someone yells out bail reform, please Google it.
Yeah.
Put New York State bail reform in, and you can see a laundry list of things that are there. The only sex crime that is on there is, and they're disgusting, and they shouldn't be on there, is someone that has child pornography, disseminates child pornography, or promotes child pornography. Other than that, there's not these kids. His stuff could have been bailed.
Yeah, I can't stand seeing. I saw some
Stop
comments
saying
where
that.
people are like, "Thank your governor, thank bail
There's
reform."
nothing to
I
do with
It has
know.
nothing
No,
to do with
this
bail
is-
reform.
and
Absolutely not.
And stop making it
passing
political.
them out.
It
Yeah,
has
stop
nothing to
turning it
do with Democrats and Republicans. It has nothing to do with Trump. It has nothing to do with
Yeah, stop
anything but
comparing
what's
it.
fucking
Nothing.
going on here.
It was a home job.
Yeah.
In sports, right? It's a home
Yeah.
job. It's a home
So-
job.
I don't even want to hear people compare him to Trump. Like, are you
Oh, it's his
kidding me?
fault.
Yeah, of course.
It's Trump's fault.
Stop
Gotta be
bringing
just-
politics into this. You know who he's compared to is Jeffrey Epstein. That's
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
don't bring politics into this. I don't want to hear that.
because those guys, those judges, you let them off the hook when you do that.
Right.
When you try to blame the governor. No, don't worry. We may not like the governor and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah, you're
but
right. No,
that's
no.
not her.
Yeah.
That's
No,
them.
That's on them.
We have a video of
John Flynn.
John Flynn after Nick was arraigned saying that, bail should be set, he should be held and
Right.
everything.
That the evidence was so disturbing
Yeah.
and so numerous.
Yeah, let's just
And-
remember in this case, the evidence against Nick D'Angelo is extremely disturbing. That's how much they have
He's
so
violent.
much evidence. Yes, he's a
He was-
violent,
He's a violent offender.
but you know what?
Serial rapist.
The Niagara County sheriffs had no problem posting this the other day. They posted about a guy, Eric Moj, I think that's what his name is, on 1 count of rape in the 3rd degree, 2 counts of criminal sexual act. He was released on $2,500 bail. Nick D'Angelo had those same charges, plus more, had no bail at all because he wasn't a flight risk. But they'll
That's
give
so
anybody
wrong.
else with the same charges or less bail.
He's not fleeing anywhere because he can abuse people
That's
right
what I
here.
mean.
Why would he have to go
Does anyone
anywhere?
look and see what it is about that? Like, there's a thing. Like, it also harm to the community. There's like thing. It isn't just flight.
Yeah.
If the guy's still
What do you
running
mean?
around,
He already
Yeah.
he tried to go to
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
and I think he's been to Florida.
I think he's been to Florida too.
Because if he's got what he's got going on down there, why wouldn't he?
All he has to do
Right.
is drive. He doesn't
Right.
need his passport.
No, he's just right
Right.
down there. They're not monitoring him.
No,
He
they're
can
not.
do whatever he wants. They don't put read. Please go on the Google thing there and check out New York State bail reform. You will see it's a laundry list, and you can see the ones that here they at least have to put an ankle monitor on.
Yeah.
Shit like that, stuff like that. But we got to stop with that because I don't want to take it off the hook. A clock and who I'm forgetting all of them that just dropped everything. So they're the
Starting
ones.
with Mornello, then
The clock.
And
And
then
then
he sealed it. Did Nornell seal it?
And you know what, too? If
Oh, good one.
Morinello would have done his job correctly back in 2009 and didn't seal his case, there wouldn't be an argument right now. They could use a lot of that evidence today. They could have used a lot of that evidence. So Morinello acted just like Judge what's his face who let Felser go.
Oh,
Murphy. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is no better than Murphy. He allowed this to happen. He really did.
And let's remember what those poor victims said. Remember that was
Yeah.
sad in the Belter thing. She threw up
Yes, she
because
went
she
through it.
couldn't believe she didn't. She decided not to talk.
Yeah, she said
But they
she
told her
wouldn't
not
knew
to
what the
talk.
outcome
Did to that
was.
poor girl.
I gotta find the video of that where she says that. But she even said if she would have known what the outcome was gonna be, she would have spoke up a lot sooner. And that is something I'm not gonna fucking sit there and regret after all of this, is that I didn't speak up.
No.
So I really, really, really hope any of the other victims, because I know for a fact 100% that there are more victims out there currently. I really hope you guys speak up and get the courage
Well,
to speak up.
Is her name available?
It's because he's not behind bars right now that those girls are not coming forward.
They would have a ton more.
Exactly.
They would have a ton more.
Because they're in fear.
Right.
They would have a
they're-
ton more.
for their safety, for whatever else he's gonna hold over their head, whether it be taking their children. I mean, he's doing all kinds
I
of
agree
things.
with what Natalie says here. It's seriously not safe for us to report to these county fraternities.
Yeah.
I have to agree. It's
Yeah.
really not.
If you do have to
No.
report anything, go to the state police.
Yeah.
At least they might do
Right.
something.
Yeah, and like,
State police will be the only ones who may be able to help you.
Yeah.
the state police, I could say for a fact, have been the only ones who have tried
Tried.
to do
Yeah.
something. The state police,
There
I
you
will
go.
say that they have been as helpful. And anytime I need to talk to somebody or are concerned, I could always count on the state police investigators on this case. That's somebody I could count on for a fact. And I know for a fact they're not happy with the situation either.
Would that
Can't
be
be.
nice to have one of them on?
That'd be
the
great.
state,
I wish they
Yeah.
would.
At least
They would.
somebody from that office. That
Yeah.
would be great.
And anybody who ever says to me again, go to your legislator.
Oh.
I just want to let you know the legislator came to my house the other day. First, how do you say it?
That's-
Ignacio.
He came to my house. I spoke to him. Goes, oh, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just have maybe that you'd have to talk to a lawyer about this stuff. I don't know. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Do you
nothing?
remember where
You
he was?
speak out.
Do you
Yeah.
remember him? Where he comes from?
Well, the Paso.
No,
Yeah.
Remember he was dancing.
Oh,
He
yeah.
came out dancing and waving to us when
Oh,
we had
yeah.
when you guys were protesting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
oh,
him.
that's right.
And he wanted
Almost.
a signature for
Yeah.
Brian, but he didn't want to speak about the.
They can
Navy
speak
animals.
out. What
Yeah,
can they
he
do?
Oh, they could
Speak
help.
out.
Those
He does
guys
have
could
Don't
push.
say there's nothing I can.
Oh, there
somebody
is.
says there's nothing I can do.
He looked like he was
Right.
pissed off.
You
that
have
he
a
had-
platform
Yeah.
to speak out.
And throw him
He
right.
was-
I'd have thrown him out.
He was pissed off that he had to even answer my question. That's how upset he was. So if
I'm
he
not
comes
going
to
to
your,
his coffee shop.
yeah, if you
Remember,
guys,
he
if
says,
Chris Fascio comes to your door and wants a signature, don't give him
let's
a
talk about it
signature.
over coffee. Is that
Yeah.
what he puts on all the time? Spill some hot coffee, then right down.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. We talked about this when it came to the Child Victims Act, and we were told they had no appetite for it.
Mhm.
The lawmakers stink. They're terrible, whether they're Democrat, Republican, or whatever.
Doesn't matter.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
We have horrible lawmakers here. We have no representation. It's garbage. It truly is. It's
It
it.
really is.
I wouldn't go to one of them for nothing. I don't want nothing
No.
from them. I don't want them to fix anything. I don't want nothing. I don't want you to fix anything that I have, because you guys, all you're going to want is me to do something back for you and your scumbags. Simple as that. Because I've really had it.
Right.
I've had it with these people. They're a big bunch of frauds and phonies. All of them.
But have the platform to speak out.
Yeah.
Have you have to speak out or say shit.
Right. Don't say a goddamn word.
Yeah.
But sit there and come to the door for a signature. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Right.
When I wanted to talk to that bonehead, remember?
Mm-hmm.
He refused. He wouldn't talk to me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, I would do-
Robin
I would
talked
just
to him.
speak to him.
Yeah, because he wouldn't even speak to
He
me.
wouldn't even
Why?
speak.
Because I talk like I do.
I think
You
he
didn't
was
like it.
shocked that it was me that
Yeah.
answered the door.
Yeah,
I think
so-
he didn't know
Oh,
that Brian Bauer was
you mean you
answering
tell the
me.
truth.
He don't like it.
You don't like the truth.
He looked like
You
he
You
was
see that all,
shit his pants.
that's not just local, that's all over the country.
When I-
You
when
speak
I-
truth, you're in trouble.
When I answered the door for Chris, how do you say it?
Basho.
Bascio?
That's
When
you.
I answered the door for him, he looked like he was gonna shit his pants. He wasn't expecting to answer the door. He was looking for Ryan
You
Bauer.
did have that effect on people.
He was like gonna shit himself. I had to actually talk to him calmly because I thought he was gonna shit his pants. That's how bad.
What are we saying here? We're going to take a break in a minute. We take their oaths and remove them from their chairs and positions. There is a way. What I'm going to tell you the first way, Natalie, that I think everyone has to. You're going to have to bite the bullet there. Whatever. Get out of those parties. Get
Yeah.
out. Become no party. Get out. You don't got to vote in their stupid primaries because they're useless anyways. Just get out, and maybe that's the only thing I can say, because the people have given them the power. Because we just sat there. It isn't. I almost don't even blame them anymore. I kind of blame the people. Is we're the ones that let it go.
Yeah.
They're just being pigs. They just take. They're criminal organizations.
Yeah.
Is what they are. All right, let's take a break and regroup, because there's going to be more.
Share this, guys, if you haven't yet. Share this.
Yeah, let's take our
Share.
Let's take our commercial break if I could ever find it. I got so much. Look at all the stuff here.
So much.
I know. Like 5 shows in one. All right, let's
Digits
take a break. Be back.
988 can save a life. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988.
welcome back. This was good. I think you found this.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's a
I like
good
the
one.
one that says if you're not angry, you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a little reminder about what month it is. It's April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and on this, I can't believe it came up this fast. Saturday, we all of you guys, we finally did it and got them to put it into Teal.
Thanks to the
Mayor,
Canadian side.
yes, the Canadians helped us. The Niagara Falls, Ontario mayor, he jumped at, man, you should have saw how fast he was. He couldn't even imagine why it was a problem.
Yeah.
And it was done in 4 hours. Something that every one of those other people, councilmen, and well, mayor's never going to talk, but I remember the councilman we asked.
Yeah.
And I asked the county chairman for the Democrats, and he promised me he was going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard him promise.
You heard it.
Yeah, where's he?
Yeah.
He didn't do shit.
Nope.
No.
Nothing. Let's see what else we got. Yes, the way we take back power. She said I did, Brittany.
Oh, good. Thank you, Brittany.
All right, so what's next for him is May 8th starts jury selection, right? Is that
Yes,
it? Is there anything else?
So it's going from the 8th to the 19th, the trial. It's I know the first few days are jury selection, so those will probably be pointless to show up to those days. But I'm going to be there for every bit of it, and
Sit in the gallery, sit there and watch.
Sit there and watch.
The
I hope a
disgrace
lot of
we're gonna
people-
see.
I hope a lot of people show up and put pressure. I know a few people, actually a few victims have already messaged me, a few victims of Nick's. They're gonna show up. So a lot of Nick's victims from the past who haven't pressed criminal charges, they're showing up. They want to be there. They're showing up with their other significant others. They're gonna be there watching, seeing what happens. And
Oh,
I think every victim should show up.
I just remembered something. You know, TikTok's an amazing place.
Yes, it is.
And we have one now. And it's been doing well. I think no, I don't have it. You just go to TikTok, put in Citizens United with John and Noel, and you'll find it.
Yeah.
It's got good responses on our videos. You know, they like short videos.
Yeah.
So I did with the stuff, and of course putting all that stuff out there. Someone sent me a message earlier, and I can't believe this. I'll talk to you afterwards. I can't say it on here,
Yeah.
but I think we might have something else.
Oh.
Because the way this person, and I know this person, the way this person was acting was weird. I was stunned when I saw them all over our stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got a message, can I talk to you? Or something like, can I talk to you? And I'm like, yeah, of course. But then there was nothing back.
Well, I got a message from somebody saying that they know about another victim of D'Angelo's. I got a message from somebody. I think I sent it to you guys.
Yes.
Yes. So there are more out there.
Now's the time to strike.
You know what else too? Don't forget, we said it a little bit earlier, but I don't want anyone to forget. Rape is always violent.
Oh,
It doesn't matter how it's done.
Right.
I don't care.
Thank you.
And if it ends up in and we got to remember, I hate that when a man, whoever, when they say no, it's over. And once you go past no, then it's violent.
Yeah.
Right. This guy is even more violent.
Yes.
He's been a little more extremely violent with some of
What
his
he does is
acts.
he uses his force.
Physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
So-
heard the recording.
Yeah. I know.
You know how he restrained the girl in the car. And
That-
fought her?
that
That was-
is-
Yeah,
That's the one they all get, but that one is really something. That's
because that's the kind that people are afraid of. That's what people think of
That's
in
what they
their
think.
head.
drag you in an alley.
Right. When
And
they
it's
think
not-
of
usually
and-
not that.
right.
Usually
Most
not.
times it's not.
Usually they know who the person is who's raping them, and it's taking like I
Advantage,
posted
yeah.
something before. It's not just somebody jumping out from behind a bush and attacking
Uh-huh.
somebody. That's
Right.
not what rape is all the time. It's mostly somebody that somebody knows forcing them to do something or using something against them to make them not say no. And just because you don't say no doesn't mean that it's not rape.
Right.
Like people give in a lot of the times out of mental exhaustion and
Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna say her name wrong. Is it Jeannie?
Jeannie.
She says the only way I know about D'Angelo is a small snippet from the paper in this podcast. Please give us a rundown on his charges.
oh god, I had them written down. Hold on.
Hold on, we'll get them. Noel knows them. We got them, and then we got the new ones too. But I just thought that was interesting. I thought because people think that things have to be like I don't know, knife to your throat and all this other stuff. But he actually though has one of those.
Right.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
One of these are that in our system decided to let him walk free. Think about that. They let them walk free.
Absolutely on purpose.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Save it, but
Okay, here, go ahead.
Wow,
Oh,
all right, yeah.
Thanks, Gail.
hold up.
You dropped it?
I dropped the new charge.
Oh, there it is. Oh, no, I made it work.
This comedy hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nick rape charges are first degree rape, 2 counts of first degree criminal sexual act, unlawful imprisonment, first degree criminal sexual abuse, 2 counts of third degree criminal sexual act, 2 counts of third degree rape, 3 counts of patronizing an underage person for prostitution. I put the underage in there because the girl was underage. So that's basically sex trafficking when you do that.
Yeah.
They should have charged with sex trafficking. And his newer charges are first degree attempted tampering with public records, which is a D felony, second degree forgery, a D felony, first degree identity theft, a D felony, and 2 misdemeanor counts of campaign contributions to be in the true name of contribution, election law violations.
Didn't they make one of those judges dropped the charge, didn't they?
Oh, Judge Cluck dropped the unlawful imprisonment. How is it
How
not
did he
unlawful
do that?
imprisonment when you
Yeah.
hold somebody
in the
and
car
pull over on the side of the road,
and do
lock
that
the
stuff.
doors, restrain the victim, and forcefully rape
And
them? That's not unlawful
and he let
imprisonment.
that go.
That victim said she believes that she wasn't there that day, sitting in the audience, that they would have dropped more charges of her charges.
Of her
She's
charges.
a young black woman. She really believes one of the victims of Nick is a young black woman, and she truly believes that judge would have dropped the charges against hers if she didn't show up that day at all. And I believe it.
Yeah. Gabriella says that's why my husband came with me to the court hearing Friday. He was on an victim as well and was so angry when I told him what was going on.
Thank you so much for showing up, Gabriella. It took so long. I'm so sorry it took that long.
Cindy, I was the one that sent a message about the guy that raped and killed that woman in Salamanca.
Oh.
I think he was 15 at the time. I can't believe they are letting him go. I feel bad for her
They could
family.
send him to live right with Nick D'Angelo's family. That's what they deserve.
Scott says he's
Send him right to Nick
more
D'Angelo's family.
dangerous because he's cocky and believes he won't serve time.
Oh yeah, he smiles in the courtroom. Smiles and laughs in the courtroom like a.
Well, he looked like a scared bitch when they took him out.
Yeah,
he was. He had to have protection.
Yeah.
And he
I
drove
think I
Pat
told
Balkan's car.
him that you looked like a scare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Use
did.
different words, but
Yeah, the one for it's like it's the word for cats.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has no problem talking shit to people on the computer though. But I think it's funny. Pat Balkan took down Nick D'Angelo's
Yeah, I
name,
wonder why.
but he's letting Nick D'Angelo drive his car instead of driving him like he normally does. Patrick Balkan, his boyfriend, usually drives him to the court dates, but he let Nick D'Angelo take his car this time. So he's still working for Patrick Balkan in Lockport at Patrick Balkan's office.
Yeah,
They just took his name off.
He just took his name off. Yeah, but he's still working.
We'll send Scott down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott knows.
Well, he went right to Patrick Balkan's office because he was driving his car. So as soon as he left the court,
Yeah,
he went right over there.
It was only 5 minutes away.
Probably had
from
another
there.
court date. So probably had to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, right?
It's only 5 minutes away.
I'm sure he had to go to lunch after that. They were nice.
I'm sure him and
Right.
Patrick Balkan had to have a little love
Right,
romance
exactly.
going on.
I want
I'm
everyone.
gonna tell you what. The thing that got me the most was the cocky look on his face
Mhm.
in person. Like it enraged me so much that I really could have killed him. Like
Yeah, that's the
he was
problem.
just
Yeah.
so
No,
like-
it
He's
just
so
doesn't
cocky.
matter. It's
Yeah.
it's not even a thing to him.
And his you know what pissed me off the most too is his lawyer Jessica Culpit.
yes.
The last court date, like the one before us that we went to, she was so disgusting. She was so flirty with him. This
Oh,
bitch
dear
thinks she's a
God.
Camille
All
Vasquez.
his attorney.
Yeah, she was all flirty with him, and she has kids. That's disgusting. She probably allows him around her kids. Jessica Culpit, you dirty bitch.
Yeah.
You dirty bitch.
I'm sorry.
I just want to make sure I hope she's
Yeah.
watching. You dirty bitch.
Yeah, and I will say again, our system hasn't. I guess it's working properly, but in our eyes, the people, it's a complete failure.
Yeah.
It's at the point where if you had a flag, you'd fly it upside down.
Yeah.
Like we're
Yeah.
in full, complete. I don't know what you do. It's SOS. We're in trouble here. When you have that, which she just read those charges to you, and you know one of them he locks in a car and forcibly does what he does. They threw that out. They threw out the part that because that shouldn't be. That's very important. And so I don't know, guys. I mean, If it was not for Noel, we know this would be done already. It would be done, signed, sealed, delivered. He would probably have a little probation and he'd be on his way.
Yep.
So everyone in this, I said this a long time ago about Noel. She's done more for criminal justice in Niagara County than anyone I've ever seen in my lifetime. Because all the rest of these people have not done that. They're all politicians. Go look at the sheriff. He's jumping in a lake. He's eating sandwiches. He's doing all this shit. Yeah. All he's doing is political stuff. And all these judges do political stuff. He's the only one. Honestly, in my entire life, I've never, because even the police chiefs end up being political because they get appointed. Everything ends up into politics.
It's still don't
outrageous.
Rita was even
yeah, she shouldn't even have
bothered.
Well, even the last court date too. What did she say? The only word she said was, "Hi, I'm Lynn Rita, representing the people. We don't want you to represent us."
Right.
We really don't.
Bill added you too.
You know what? They should be. They should
yeah.
be made to tell people and tell the victims what is going on. The victims deserve to have a right to know what the hell is going on, what the updates are, everything.
I just can't. I please make my day and tell me it's the same judge that threw out that car incident. No, it's a different judge. We have a different judge here now. This judge is an Erie County judge.
This judge is a useless waste.
The other one was Clark, right?
Yeah.
He's retired. He's the one who threw out the locking of the kidnapping, whatever you want to call it. And no, this is a different one, unlawful imprisonment.
Deborah Gibbons.
And she's now.
So sweet to him.
Oh yeah.
She's so sweet to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we serious
down.
No, but I mean, because I'm thinking about the violence of this all. We know rape is a violent crime. We know it is. We know it's coercion. It's the whole deal. He takes it another step. He does the one where you're dragging someone in the alley. He did it by locking them and doing that on the side of the road.
I know somebody he attacked in an alley. One of the victims came to me and told me what he did to her in an alley. So he's done it in an alley too, in a motel.
And they do not feel that this guy is worthy of being monitored in any way.
Because he keeps showing up for court.
You know, I had a damn ankle monitor on me when I was 18. What the hell? How come he doesn't have one?
True. I mean, they're
Bernie,
not.
You could vouch for me. I had one. Why? Where the hell is Nick D'Angelo's?
They're not even paying. They're not even. They're not even paying. They're not even.
Nick's mom isn't the best mom. She's horrible. So
we are. We are. I don't know what people think. I just. What are you thinking? Everyone out there, what are you thinking? This guy is walking around all around. He's a violent offender. He's as violent of an offender as anyone we've ever seen, right? And he's a serial one, which Niagara County has never seen, as far as I know. I don't know of a serial rapist in our area that I recall. The bar of soap situation there from Kim. Brittany, this guy skips the whole court case. Yeah. I mean, it's sick, man. I don't even know what more to say. I think what was great is, though, out of all of it, is the amount of people that watched us that day that now know more than they knew before.
Well, that's what my point was.
And
the one thing good that came out.
that was the most.
People got to watch what really happened.
Yeah.
People got to actually see how fucked up this really is.
They got to see us out, a victim out there. They got to see the family. They got to see friends. They got to see everyone out there hopeful. And then look what happens when shit breaks in that courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
And there you are. Now everyone's upset and everyone's screaming. And you think about the DA not saying anything. I really can't understand this, because we were told, I know, and it was in the paper. I clipped it though. I clipped the part that said she was there, that because of the other crime, they were going to ask for him to be remanded. It's in this, and then there it is. They've not pursuing the bail motion. That right there says it all. Something's happening.
Yeah.
He may not get the trial. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it won't even happen.
Something I want to bring up, and I was telling people, which I'm really not going to release the evidence I have, because it is hopefully it's going to be used, but I let Brittany listen to it. That this evidence I have is ridiculous. I mean, it really tells you how violent he is. I mean, this person too, as part of the evidence, is very well connected to Janelle Faso. Janelle Faso cannot go free from any of this. She needs to be held accountable. That dirty bitch needs to be held accountable. She is a criminal. She has helped Nick D'Angelo be the person he is today. She threatened a victim into keeping quiet. She threatened a victim that she would make it so she lost her job if she went to the state police and spoke out about him. That, and then now in the newspaper, I read in the newspaper made it seem like Janelle Faso is the one who turned Nick in. Janelle and Jamie DePietris turned Nick in. That's not what happened. They never turned Nick D'Angelo in. They got caught. And I'm sure once they got caught, they go, oh, yeah, he did this, this, and that. I'm sure they start talking. I hope Nick D'Angelo starts talking about you guys too, and I hope to God he rats you guys all in. And because you guys deserve it. You guys deserve to be ratted in. You guys are heroes. You guys didn't do nothing. You guys didn't rat anybody in. You guys are disgusting pigs.
Right. You got
and
caught.
It's a shame that one of you own a daycare.
And you got caught.
And the other one's a freaking judge.
And the other one's a judge. And they called her chief judge. What is that about?
What?
They called Janelle chief judge.
Wow, they made her the boss already?
Yeah.
So then they gave her a handsome raise too. Wow.
Yeah. Called her chief judge.
Wow, so that means she took over. That's the spot that Violani used to have forever and ever and ever. Wow. Things are really looking up. I'll tell you, we really do have to fly the flag upside down.
I'm going to tell you what, though. It's important. Sorry. People always say, like, how do we stop this? How do we stop this? Well, obviously, we have to stop the predators. That's like a no-brainer. But all these people that embolden them and that help them and that make them what they are, like Janelle Faso and Jamie DePietris and people like that, who are out there supporting these rapists and doing things to make them be able to do what they do, that's how we stop this. We need to get rid of those people because chances are that they're emboldening a lot of other people to do bad things too.
What happened during Janelle's campaign when we were protesting? One of the protesters got sexually assaulted by one of Janelle Faso's friends.
Right there.
Right there at the protest, got with the Faso sign in his hand, sexually assaulted her. And then they tried putting the victim in front of Judge Faso.
John McCool.
Yeah, John McCool. Yep. Then they tried putting the victim in front of Judge Faso, knowing that was a conflict of interest. Disgusting.
Another fucking classic.
So somebody got sexually assaulted while they were holding the offender was holding a Faso for city court judge sign in his hand, sexually assaulted a protester. And they came running from Lane's funeral home, which Janelle Faso's husband owns and runs. So
and we know his
history. Her husband, Janelle Faso's husband, is a predator. He raped and abused a child back in 2006, and Janelle helped him get off the hook back then too. She signed a sworn affidavit trying to say no.
Yeah,
that's
disgusting.
I'll say allegedly, even though I know
allegedly.
I'll say allegedly.
Allegedly,
she signed a sworn affidavit, trying to get her husband out of the rape charge, saying that the only reason that his DNA was found at the school was because she went there to have sex with her husband. So you go to a high school to have sex with your husband. That's why his DNA was there. They found out she was lying, and they didn't do nothing about it back then.
What good judgment from judge.
And either way, she's a pig.
She's a pig.
Wow. That's disturbing. Yeah. That's really disturbing.
If you're running into the high school.
I don't know how that could be disturbing.
Yeah, I mean, they're right there. She should have gotten in trouble just for saying that.
Yeah.
But
that's what I mean. Like, there's no. How do they just let that go? And how do they not let
they let it go completely.
Yeah.
I mean, it completely went away until the day we met who we met.
Right.
And then until then, right? I mean, that was the day. Otherwise, it was gone.
Lacey Goodberry.
Hey, Lacey.
Hi, Lacey.
Yeah, another day, another injustice. Yeah, that is the case. And I don't know. One other thing, too, is, though, we're never going to go away. So someday, whatever happens to him happens.
Yeah.
We won't go away. There's going to be elections that come around here soon. And everyone likes to talk politics and everything else. We'll start. You know what? Start voting against these people too.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even care what the other side is, because the other side's probably not that great either. But it's got to be better than that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at a very low bar. We just don't want to rape people or embolden rapists. I think we got to be able to find it. I hope. But you just said what you said. What do we got here, Scott? How embarrassing for oh. That's I can't even say allegedly. But you've really got to consider. See, I hate election time. I hate its guts. I hate its rotten. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Scott, my dad's dying.
Yeah. Scott. Yeah.
If you guys really want to see my theory on why I think Janelle's protecting Nick so badly, send me a message and I'll show you exactly why I think she's protecting him. And I think Maury needs to be called.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, I think Maury needs to intervene.
Real quick, just a fast reminder, we got more to go here. We got a lot more to say. Don't remember, Jan, this Saturday. Coming up,
Yes.
we're gonna light the falls.
Oh,
Tina,
yeah.
for sexual assault
That's something.
awareness.
Thanks to the Canadian side, because our side did nothing.
No,
to help.
they didn't want to know anything, and they
Right,
told
yeah.
us to our face. And one guy promised, and he disappeared.
Right.
So politics ruled the day.
Knowing this city, they'll let Nick flick the switch
Yeah.
and then take a picture of him like he's the advocate. You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. These people, you go talk to anyone that's running for anything and you bring this up, they run the other way. I talked to a guy who was running against Morinello and sent him a message and asked, hey, if you get in there, would you possibly think about putting something forward to change statutes of limitations on sexual rape cases, sex crimes?
Right.
I got to think about it. What? I got to
Yeah.
look into it. What are you going to look into?
Know that
You'd
right
say
off.
yes.
Right.
Absolutely, I would. Why
Right.
wouldn't I?
Right.
Of
Everything
course.
even
Would-
study of the
Got to be suspect of anybody that.
How do you say I got to look into it? There's nothing
Right.
to look at.
Yeah.
And I don't know why these council people that we had talked to and these others wouldn't be the same way. When you say, of course we'll do this.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to wonder what that's all about. Why they won't. And the system's set up for us to lose,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, really, it
If
truly
they would
is.
change the statute of limitations, oh my God, you know how many people would be coming forward about probably having
Yeah.
politicians here?
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. And that's why they won't do it.
Yeah,
That's why New York
exactly
State or
why.
any state won't. Well, there's some states that do. Remember, there's a couple states out there that have no statutes.
Yeah.
There is. I wish I
Yeah.
could. There's some that have no statutes on sex crimes.
Right.
So
I
you
know a lot of some of the victims who tried coming forward about Nick, the statute of limitations had passed, so they couldn't use them. But there were victims who did try to come forward for Nick D'Angelo, and unfortunately, because of the statute of limitations that they have, they weren't able to be used. But there could have been more victims in this case.
I know there really could have been. There could have been a lot. But oh my God,
There could have been a lot more victims, I believe, in the teachers at
Yep.
Niagara Falls
Oh,
High School.
if the Child Victims Act
Yep.
kept going, that is exactly why they shut that down.
exactly.
Yeah.
When they say there's no appetite, that's the appetite.
Right.
No appetite for that. No appetite for anyone to have to work. No appetite for a DA to have to do any more.
Yeah.
They don't want to look into it. They don't want to do nothing. They certainly don't want it to be
When he
criminal.
said that there's
Right.
no
Oh,
appetite,
God,
he
no.
wasn't just speaking about other people feeling that way. He was speaking about himself
Sure,
feeling
Yes.
this way too.
absolutely.
He had no appetite.
Right. Because it was a pain. Because people were lobbying. They were so scared. All these organizations, because they knew what was coming, and they got off. They got off real easy.
Yeah.
Let's go with our own. Our own district has 26 cases. It got off easy because that could be 56. That could be 106. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got off easy because they got to stop it
Yeah.
before we could continue, and that's a disgrace. Because now you chop. I've talked to people on here that have said, "Can I?" They didn't know. They had no idea about it. The child, I want. And you got to tell them no. It's over. They stopped it.
Right.
It's disgusting
about
when you
that.
got to say that to
You,
them.
you were assaulted, you were raped, but you only have a certain amount of time to come forward and do something.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But other things have no statutes of limitations.
Here's something I got today from a very good source. Very good source. WYRK 106.5. They like to use Nick's stuff from
Yeah.
Niagara Action, so I guess they just did for April Fools. So good for them.
Aren't they the fools?
Yeah, they really are idiots.
Yeah, so it might be time to not listen to them no more. Just shut them off. There's got to be other country music you can listen to at this point.
Yeah.
Who actually listens to the radio anyway?
Right.
Yeah.
Me. But
I think I messaged them and said
Bam.
something to them
before
about
you,
it, but yeah, they don't like to respond.
yeah, they don't care. Are there any vigilantes who might want to take care of these? That's way back when you guys you'd be too young. You would know. The guy, the what you call it, the Guardian Angels in New York City, when they came out back in the 80s, 70s and 80s, they were these guys that went around with red berets on, and if they saw something, they just attacked. If anything was going on, they would just go. Because remember Bernard Goetz when he shot up the train?
Mhm.
It was that's when it all unraveled. All of a sudden, those guys had to go because they kind of got involved. But no, that's the
Curtis Sliwa.
yes, he was going to run for governor, or he did run for governor.
He's on Fox News every now and then.
Yeah,
They put him out there.
Wanna-
Frontier justice. Natalie says frontier
Yeah.
justice.
yeah. Well,
Swamp Justice.
I want to remind everybody the Niagara Action page. Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott. I think Scott. I think you are the reason why he had the police surrounding him.
probably.
Yeah.
You are probably the reason why he had
Had
the
to
police
be.
surrounding him. I just want to remind everybody the Niagara Action page, the Action 716 Crime Niagara Falls, is owned by Nick D'Angelo. He runs the page, so that is not a real news source. Did you see he tried getting everybody all hyped up about the shooting too?
Yes.
He tried making, like, without getting all the information, he had people all worried that their children in school had
How
an
dare
active
he.
shooter in it without
I
getting all the
know.
information. And then he deleted it really fast, but people were pissed off about that. Then somebody tried commenting on it about maybe you should stick to the story about Nick D'Angelo, and he deleted it right away.
Right.
He's deleted so many people.
Lacey's saying that
They're
she
still
told
around.
us in New York that she sees the guardian angels.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool.
Send them here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There is,
Armed.
oh God, there was something that just crossed my mind. We were just talking about it earlier. Oh, how about his page saying, don't forget, we're going to light up the falls for, this one's kind of sick, child abuse prevention.
Yeah.
He's putting that out.
Oh, yeah, Nick D'Angelo.
He put that up, and an autism one.
Mhm.
But he kind of
Of
skipped over the
course
one
he
on the
would.
8th.
Posted.
He skipped the one on the 8th, though, which is, yeah, allegedly. Well, no, he did.
I did.
He
We know
did it.
why.
Yeah. Yeah, we do know why. Well, they can say, well, that's what they say. So I guess it is an alleged, right?
I don't know.
The so-called person does have that allegedly. So
I know. He's
What-
doing that for sure.
when crimes are covered up by our employees,
So-called fat
how
pig.
can we trust anything they do? Oh, that's true. We can't trust anything they do. You're right. You're right. And that's something that we changed. The idiots that vote, which would be me, I'm one of them. Those people, I love when voters say, "Oh, they work for us." No, they don't. They don't. You get out of here. Because if you did, you'd be a boss and you would just throw them out. You keep bringing them in. You don't work for nobody. Get the hell out of here. What else do we got? Anything else that we want to throw at people here before we get ready? Take off. I know.
I feel like I do, but I don't.
Yeah, it's been a long, what are we going to do? Because, all right, I'm going to go around again, like I did last Monday. I'm going to ask all you guys a question. I'm going to ask you last, okay? Let me ask Robin first. May 8th through the 17th or 19th, they have, off for this whatever's going to happen here. Do you think there'll actually be a trial or no?
That's a good question.
And anyone out there answer.
I
too,
can't
please.
see how they push it back again, so I'm gonna go with yes. Do I think we're gonna get the result we want from the trial? That's another conversation. But do I think there will actually be one? Yes.
Jared.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do think we're gonna have something, but again, I don't feel that if they could do things behind closed doors and say that certain things, the public isn't privy to and stuff, they can pull that stuff again too.
Yeah. Brittany says there's going to be a trial, and yes, result will be positive. Brittany says, what do you think?
I think there will be one, but I'm not hopeful. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't think it's going to go the way that it needs to or should. I think he's going to be able to try to get a mistrial. I really do.
Yeah.
Because of the DA. I really think he can do that. I don't think it's going to go the way it needs to or should, because I don't have faith in these people that are working this case, but I do think that there's going to be a trial. So far with the people working on this case, they're not impressive. They don't impress me.
Dominic says, sadly, I believe they're going to cut him a deal.
Yeah.
Bill Nye says, yes, maybe he'll take a deal. The only thing that concerns me is the fact that why did you back off on the bail request after you know what happens? I get real concerned, like what's been done already that we don't know? If he decides to plead, they don't have to have a trial.
Yeah.
He could just say,
they already offered him a plea deal. I guess the plea deal is like 5 years or something.
I wonder how sweet this one will be.
Yeah.
They can do whatever that's the thing that is annoying. And I said this before. You have a defense attorney, you have a prosecutor, and you see who they're working with. So those victims have nothing. There's no lawyer. They have nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
They have nothing to say about
We've
it.
seen how Lynn operates, so
Yeah, she's certainly
I'll be
not.
surprised if she says anything.
Yeah.
I'm just really, I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah, you're right.
Setback. We
Yeah.
were set back. We didn't
Yeah.
think it was going to be as bad as it
Burnette's
was.
right. He's working to put he's ratting people out currently. That's what they're doing with him. He's currently ratting people out to put others away, and that's why he's getting off so much. And I hope to God if he's ratting on anybody, it's Janelle Paso. I'd be fine with that. Go ahead. Rat her in, but just don't give him a,
He's got to go
years.
to, he's got to go to prison.
They should be making him rat behind bars is what they should be doing.
I don't know how they're looking at this, and anyone with half a brain can look at this and say that he should be walking free. at this point. He's walked free for
For
2.5
anybody who's gonna
years.
sit there and say, "Oh, why aren't you surprised?" Well, why are you surprised? What do you mean?
Well, yeah. What am I supposed to do?
How are you? We're
do you
not
want me
supposed to
to
be
do?
surprised that a rapist is walking free when we see rapists get put in jail every single day. This guy who hasn't just committed just rape, but multiple other different crimes. Of course, like first of all, if you're not surprised, if you're not surprised or you're not upset about it, you're the problem. You 100% are the problem if you think that this is just no big deal. And if you're not like into it like we are, if you're not upset or angry, you are at fault. I'm sorry, but you're the reason why that there's so many victims and there's a problem.
I can't disagree. The other thing I'm going to tell you is, because everyone needs to bring it home, would you want him in your living room? Would you want him sitting there with maybe your daughter or your wife, or maybe, I mean, really, would you feel good about that? Would everything be okay?
And for some of you who think you're safe because you have boys, no, he loves boys. I think Nick D'Angelo likes boys more than he likes girls.
And I think one message that they're sending out by being who they are, by doing what they're doing, what they are really doing is pushing out the message that it's better to just do it yourself.
Yeah, Bernard, that was
take care of him yourself and be a vigilante. They're really getting. I've had that conversation with multiple people that come to me and said, "Why don't you do it yourself?" And I'll stop the conversation there. But I'm just saying, but you can understand.
Sure.
Yeah.
You go through all this and put your child through that more and more. You know.
Bill says he will get a job at Modern like all the other convicted. Probably. I guess the thing that I'm a blockhead. I can't believe that what hell has transpired here is okay. Yeah. I don't know. We know, and we'll get out of here in a minute.
People have said that somebody targets.
Yeah, they cry.
Or somebody calls gets brought. Oh my God.
I feel
violated. In jail. They're disgusting. Yeah. But somebody who violates a child, traffics a child, hurts people, abuses his power again and again and again, that's nothing. That's nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah, and I don't get it. I don't understand. I hear you. That's sad, but yeah, I know what you mean. I know.
Not the kids.
Right.
I just don't know how. It's your community. There's 48,000 people here. He lives in it. He's violent, and he is a serial one. He's a serial rapist. He's violent, and you don't care.
His mother must be so proud.
Well, he got out. He got out of it.
That's a joke. I'm not being serious. He's pretty terrible.
He's. I guess everyone's happy. I just don't. I would love to talk to the DA and find out why the last criminal charges didn't matter to the sex crimes case. It just don't make any sense.
Gabriella, the people sitting in front of you were the reporters. Those were the news reporters.
And I know a lot of people that live around him on Q. I know Cube Island very well, by the way, Nick. And there's people around you and back you that know, and they're not happy. No. They are not happy that he's there. So
I feel bad for the dogs that he has. I'm telling you, he's probably abusing those dogs.
I'm gonna tell you this. If there's people around them that aren't happy, get going.
Yeah.
Let's start doing something then. Because this is craziness.
As simple as just also too hitting a share button.
Yeah, that's the easy one.
About him,
yeah, that's all. That's all we're asking you to do.
I'm not asking you to go fight him.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you to hit a share
on the news.
Just share.
All right, if anyone out there knows of a lawyer that would like to come on our show and talk to us, I understand they're probably, I know they're not going to talk about the case and all that, but we can ask questions that we don't have to say, we don't have to say the thing. We can ask, but the very hypothetical stuff, which aren't hypothetical, so they don't have to be involved, type of bullshit. All right, we should probably get ready to roll. Let's end on a good note, because it's happening this Saturday, the day before Easter, is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. The Illumination Board is going to do that for us. At 10 o'clock, it's going to be illuminated teal for 15 minutes. If you can't make it there, I promise that I will have a good link on there. Because I wouldn't even want to use my camera. I'd be afraid I wouldn't get it right. There's a beautiful link that gets you straight on. It's really cool. It's almost like you're there.
Yeah.
We all understand, believe me, 10 o'clock at night's rough. It's going to drive downtown and everything. So if you can't make it, get it. But you can watch it. That's all that matters, just seeing it and realizing. And I'll tell you what, the people in Canada were great to us. They were great. They understood why it's important for victims to see this and think that everyone cares, that someone cares. They don't want no one to think that here, obviously. No. Leave it at that, because they don't give a damn. Because if they did, there's so many things that would have been different. Right. Do you remember they gave, and I'll leave it here because I don't want to go down this road. So they gave the Little Bakery an award.
Oh yeah, they gave Little Bakery an award.
They gave an award. All right,
I see the little bakery is gone from the rest.
Oh,
Whoever did that.
they cost them. Yeah. There's going to be, you know what? Great source. Not going to tell you who it is on here. Sooner or later, something's going to happen. There's going to be a public thing, and it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And that's not even allegedly, because it doesn't matter. I won't even be involved in it. We won't even be involved, honestly.
Right.
It's coming to a head because there's people out. You see, people are scared, but the whispers,
Yeah.
they're starting to become even louder.
Mhm.
And soon, and I'm going to tell you on that one, I'm going to laugh really hard because that's actually very funny.
Yeah.
Let's do our numbers. I know you got to get going. YWCA 716-433-6714. If you're watching us, and you might be from anywhere now, you got one in your county, anywhere in Canada, you have them. They're all around. Robin, they were great, right?
They were incredible.
You get a counselor at your disposal anytime you want, and they'll set up a schedule, right, with you? Didn't
Yes.
they? You know, once a week, and you stay home, and they counsel you, and they're professionals. You can also get into one of those Zoom calls with other. You can get in with other survivors, and sometimes if you don't know other survivors, you might want to talk to one.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool. You talk to them.
Nice.
You also have an advocate who will go with you to the doctors, the lawyers, the police station, the courtroom, wherever the hell you got to go, so you feel comfortable. Because some people don't have a support group, so they can be your support group.
Yeah. And even people who do have a support group, I mean,
Yes.
I couldn't have a better support
You needed
group,
someone to
and I
talk to.
wanted that advocate with me who
That's
knew
true.
the system and who knew.
Yeah, she made me feel comfortable. I'm
Yeah.
glad in there. Oh my God, I was happy when she came.
I mean,
to
she made the
really are.
appointment. She
waited for us, right?
Yeah,
That's what-
she
we didn't know
waited
where to
right
go.
out.
I'd never been in there.
Yeah,
And it
met
was
us right outside in front of the police station, walked us through the whole process.
wonderful people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they don't get paid anything.
no.
Amazing.
No.
People
And
like
like-
that, it's crazy.
And like you always say, if you're the loved one of a survivor, you don't know how important it is to be that support system. You really have to know. You can't be saying, why did it take you so long? Why are you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Why is it this way? I don't want to hear it anymore.
And if they want to talk about it with them.
Right.
Although you don't want to or bothers you, don't get fed up with it and say, oh, I don't want to hear it. It's like, that's one of the worst things you can do.
Absolutely. And they'll make you understand why, and they'll help you be a better
Whatever it is.
support
friend,
system,
husband, wife, whatever.
yeah, to that
Parents.
victim. And everybody deserves that. So if you're the loved one,
Yeah, get over there and read. Even you can. I was just reading. I went to Rain today, and they got all kinds of stuff. And there was a thing about it was like a category just for loved ones of those that have been affected. That way, you click on it, and it was saying the stuff. It was telling you in writing. You can read it. What it tells you got to do. The mindset was there. The whole thing. Why it takes so long. Why they want to keep talking about it. God, Robin, you talked about it over and over and over.
oh my
over
God,
and over. And we still do. Yeah, there's times, not as much, but you did. And we talked and talked and talked, and you talked, and I just listened. I didn't have to say much. Just listen. That's all you got to do. If you care about the person, you will. I'm sorry. It's all I can say. And I don't mean to offend anyone, but if you care, if you care, you will do it. I know. Yeah, you're right. That's not the goal. You're supposed to care. So go and
Yes.
and just I don't know, do something.
It's so important. It honest to God is the only thing that can get survivors through. Because no matter what happens, there's no justice.
No, there's no justice system for
nothing.
them.
All you can hope is that you have a good support system, and to have a good support system, you have to have people around you that understand what you're going through, or that try to understand what you're going through.
Yep, absolutely. Human trafficking, 888-373-7888.
It's happening everywhere, especially in our area. Like, look at Grand Island. It's happening here in Niagara Falls, New York, everywhere.
We're
If
number
you
one.
think you know of somebody who's being trafficked, or you heard of somebody, or you think you see something that's not right, it could be trafficking, call this number and they will look into it. And they're not going to, look into you or anything. They're not going to use your name. They're just going to check it out.
Yeah,
It's totally
it's
confidential.
confidential. You don't have to do anything. But
Okay, Uncle John.
the other thing, real quick, I always kind of forget this one. It's on the commercial 988, but don't forget 988.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. That one there is instant. You feel like you're going to do something to yourself. You're at your wit's end. You're at the bottom of the, whatever.
Yeah.
Call that number. They're there
Yeah.
they're there
I
on
know a few
Christmas.
people who have called that number
It
and
helps.
helped.
I heard someone tell me they'll talk for 6 hours. They don't care.
Yeah.
They'll just keep talking to you, and there's no judgment. They're not looking for anything like that. They don't got to worry about that. So 988 is something to remember.
Yeah.
Let me see if we got any. Oh, someone's Grand Island. Oh, no, jeez. He's asking about Grand Island. Oh, you can tell. All right. It's a church.
Yeah, there's a church in Grand Island.
Baptist church.
Baptist
Damn it, I can't remember.
Cornerstone.
Here you go.
No.
Cornerstone.
That's right.
Listen, the ugly truth about the girl next door.
Yes, if you go to that page, The Ugly Truth About the Girl Next Door, there's a girl who was trafficked, and she knows about the trafficking that's continuing to go on in that church.
Happening now.
It's happening right now, and she's telling all about it. So go to The Ugly Truth About the Girl Next Door.
Yes.
And they'll tell you all about it.
It's disturbing, and it's happening as we speak. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
And who's there covering it? No one. That's why those people are doing it on their own.
Right.
Because there's no one there. They
Right.
don't give a damn. They don't care. Last thing. What do I? There's something up here. Oh, I wanted to talk real quick about Twitter @citizens_John. That's our Twitter page. Please join it. I put on all the videos there. I do everything over there. I just put on the videos from the last thing we were at for the stupid trial or whatever you call it, kangaroo court. We were there, and so if you go there, you'll see mine and Noel's stuff. I try to share as much as I can over there. We're on TikTok now, which is kind of cool, and I try to share all of Noel's stuff along with new stuff, anything we have. So join us over there too. YouTube is where all of our stuff is. Friends Media Network. You can go there and see everything, all of our shows. Tuesday, Robin. Here's what's. Oh, I should bring up Tuesday. Tuesday nights are going to continue, but they may be hit or miss, and I'll always let you know that day what's going to happen. Robin's appearing other places. So she's making appearances. So at some point, yeah, you may see her get an autograph on there. She makes appearances on Tuesday sometimes. So, but there's going to be times she doesn't, and we'll be doing one. And then on Friday, show's been going good. The Spitball and Sports podcast. We've had some good viewers, people from all over the country. Paying attention, and then
all over the world.
Yeah, and then the really great show is Falls Count Anywhere. Yes. A lot of people I know, Scott, loved it. Yeah. People, it's really cool. We had Jacques Rougeau on. He was the Mountie. He was great. We had a great guy. We got more guests coming down. I mean, they're doing a great job. It's a great show. Check it out. And I guess the last thing we should leave on is she said, oh my God, 3 buildings away. Yeah. The last thing we should leave on is this. It's this week. Unbelievable. I can't believe. I'm actually very excited about it. I can't believe it's happening.
I know.
Saturday, the day before Easter. If you can't make it out there, don't worry about it. We're going to have a beautiful link on there that the Canadian side sent it to me. That you put it there and you'll see it right there. 15, you just watch.
Thank you to the Canadian side.
Yes. And so you'll have it right there for you.
No thanks to the mayor or people who
none
live on this side. You guys suck.
Right.
As always.
Yes. Mayor Diodati was great over there.
He
got the request. He jumped to action. Next thing I knew, that other lady came. And you know what's funny about that woman? She sent me your request. She sent all the requests that we've ever made. That was something. They had them all.
Right?
And I got them all. Like Gail had done one. You had done one. We'd all done. And then other people did one I never even knew did it. There was a lot of requests that they just ignored. For some reason, it just didn't get on there. But as soon as the mayor got wind of it over there, he said, "This is crazy. We need to let people know that we're friendly. Just we support you, and that's what you do."
How could there be such stark contrast? It's amazing.
And how can there be any controversy as to whether we support that?
I know it's insanity.
Like, what is there not to support?
Really? You could just, and I'm not going to
make it stuff up.
No, but it's like that all over. I'm telling you. Just check out things that happen nationwide. It's kind of everything is just crazy. And this place here is just the hub of shit. All right, anyways, I guess I'll leave on that. We'll definitely be back next Monday, of course, and always check out Noel's stuff. If any word, yes, please. And if anything comes up, like between shows, you always have it, especially on the D'Angelo stuff. You'll have it first from anyone.
I'll post it right away.
Yeah, and then I'll share it.
Share this too, guys. Share this.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, always share the show.
Yeah.
Everyone, please.
Yep. And I'm sorry. I know I'm always fumbling. Sorry, folks. Someday I'm gonna get this. You know what I'm gonna have someday is a computer and not a phone. Won't that be fun? And I'll just like press a button. I'm hunting and pecking. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Keep in touch. Please share.
Bye. Thank you.